Hello, my beautiful people. How are you all doing? I'm certain you guys are cool, eh? All right, my name is Ogule Godwin, aka Niger Trucker. People find it difficult pronouncing my name, Ogule. That's a very difficult name, eh? It's my tribe name, so but you can be calling me Godwin Niger Trucker, anyone, right? So, I welcome you again to a new episode of this channel. And if you are new to this channel, I welcome you too. And today's episode, we are going to be talking about how to save fuel. Yes, you can save fuel by yourself while you drive because you are taking control over your truck. So you don't allow your truck to do whatever it likes. No. If you are going to drive reckless, you are going to drive anyhow on the road. Remember, the truck does anyhow. It can be consuming your fuel recklessly. So if you are going to be managing your economizing your fuel, the truck respects your decision. That is why you are taking control over the truck, and that is why you are the controller. That is why you are the driver. And this makes you experienced driver, right? So as a professional driver, you must know how to control your fuel. You must know how to control your speed. You must know how to do pre-trip check. Pre-trip check. Do you know what is pre-trip check? I'm going to be doing that next time, so that would be another video. So this particular video, I'm going to be showing you the little tips, the secrets behind saving fuel. How to save your fuel. Either you're on sloping, that is downhill, either you're uphill. That is how you save your fuel. So that is what I'm teaching you today. All right. While you drive, you must be very, very, how do I put it? You must be very, very careful. You must be working together with your what? Instrument cluster. Do you know what is instrument cluster? I'll show you. I have a spoiled one here with me. This is instrument cluster. These two sides are instrument cluster. All right. This is your tachometer. This is your speedometer, otherwise known as a kilometer. All right. Down here, you have your battery measurements. You have your oil gauge. You have your, what again? You have your temperature gauge. Up here, this is your fuel gauge. This two is for air gauge. Can you see it very clear? This is your tachometer. This is your speedometer. This is the, if you want to be saving your fuel, this is the one you will be working with. This particular tachometer, you will be working with it effectively. You will be seeing it every 10 seconds. Every 10 seconds you look at this. Because this is the one that tells you you are consuming a lot of fuel, you are not consuming a lot of fuel. You are on economy, you are on something like that. You look at this. You can see this place, the road. Let me bring it closer. From here to this place, you are on a speed, right? Now this, from here to here, the truck is not consuming fuel. It's not consuming too much fuel. Now, after from 0 to 1 to 10, sorry, you are not consuming fuel. From 10 to 15, you are on economy. That is it. The truck is consuming, but not too much. And when you can be on this economy is either you are downhill, that is you are coming down on a sloping, and you are using your instrument cluster, that is you are on a gear, you didn't free the truck. So if this gauge, this red something is on this green mark, that shows the truck is consuming fuel, but it's not too much. It is average, right? It's eating the normal fuel it's supposed to be eating, right? But if you are driving on this white something, you are a professional driver. This shows that you're a professional driver and you are saving a lot of fuel. If you can manage from here to 10 without entering this green, I'm telling you, you are going to save a lot of fuel. But if you cannot avoid it, don't pass this green. If you're a professional driver, you will know that you can never pass this green. Because once you are crossing this green to this red something, your truck is consuming fuel badly. And I promise you, you are going to go shortage of fuel. right? If you go shortage of fuel and you are a newcomer in every company, remember they are going to sack you. They will think you tempered with your fuel, not not knowing that you are the one that just consumed it because of your reckless driving. So today I'm going to make sure I give you every tips how to maintain from 0 to 10. If I told you are not going to maintain this 0 to 10, don't miss this 10 to 15. I beg you, don't miss it. If you cannot avoid this 10 to 15, don't cross here, because once you cross here, you're consuming a lot of fuel. You're going to buy fuel. You are going to buy fuel, right? So don't consume a lot of fuel. You know, in trucking, I tell people sometimes, in trucking, you are a truck driver. You are not different from a priest and a soldier. We just lay our life for the whole nation. So while you drive, you make sure you save a lot of things. You help the company you are working with. That one makes you a professional driver. When you help yourself, you help the company you are working with, you help the truck. It goes a long way. That's why if you're a truck driver and you have fear of God in you, you make a better driver, I'm telling you. So what do I do now? I'm going to tell you the tips on how to maintain 0 to 10, right? So how do you maintain 0 to 10? We have what is called a stop engine. That is retarder. Maybe you have seen retarder before. Have you seen retarder? I'm going to show you retarder. All right. This is my own retarder. This is retarder. This is for old model, right? It's called retarder. Some new modern truck, they have stages of retarder, but this one is just the stop engine retarder, which is the old method. So that retarder is going to help you very, very well. That is your engine brake. It's going to help you while the road is wet, so you don't use your foot brake, right? That is engine brake. It is engine brake, right? It serves as engine brake, and it's actually going to help you when the road is wet. That particular thing is going to be giving the engine pressure not to cross the 0 to 10, not to cross this 0 to 10, which is normal driving. Then if you cannot really maintain this 0 to 10, don't cross economy. This is economy, which is the average consumption. If your truck is on this, it means it is on economy. It's a consuming averagely. But don't pass this. If you have passed this, it means you are consuming a lot of fuel. You might be driving it and you think it is normal. No, you will be seeing the truck shout when it crosses this place. It makes that cranky voice, that humming voice, which shows that it is consuming a lot of fuel. If you can open your turbo at that moment, you will see a lot of fire coming out. So don't drive like that, right? I promise you. So what you are going to do is not, if you are going downhill and the truck is really going too fast, one tips is you are going to use your retarder, slow the engine, use the normal gear to go downhill. If it is going faster, use your foot brake so you can maintain the RPM, the rolling power of that particular gear. Because if you are going beyond the rolling power of that particular gear, that is when it makes that noise, and that is when you consume a lot of fuel. So while you are going downhill, try maintaining the particular gear try maintaining the rolling power of that particular gear. Like me, most of the time I drive on load coming downhill. I use gear 7 while coming downhill. Some people use gear 8, but still they consume a lot of fuel. But me, I use gear 7, and I try in as much I can to maintain its rolling power mechanism. You keep your eye on this, so that you know when you are crossing. Immediately you are crossing this 10, you match your brake, or you put your retarder. Immediately you are crossing this 10, put your retarder so that you cannot cross it. If at all you are going to cross it, don't cross the 15. Don't cross the 15. Because if you put your retarder at, let me say 11, it is going to maintain that 15. Yes, it's going to maintain that 15. Then when it goes down again to 10, you can release your retarder. When it goes up again, you can put it something like that continuously. But if you can, it may be by mistake, maybe you were carried away before you could see it. You are going almost to above 15. Put your match brake. Match your brake. That is foot brake. Yes, put your foot brake so that you can really come back from 15 back to 10 again. Continuously, that is what it is to be a truck driver. You have to be very, very careful while you drive. So this is the very, very secretive. But in as much you some truck doesn't have this. If you don't have this tachometer, what you will do is to listen to your engine. If you are going to listen to your engine, that is another thing that makes you a professional driver. When your truck makes humming voice, this voice, it shows that it is consuming a lot of fuel. It is time to either slow down or change your gear so that it can go back to its rolling power for the next gear you just engaged, right? That is it. Tips, right? It's very simple. Some people don't really know it, but it's very, very simple. If you are going downhill and you cannot maintain these two tips, using your foot brake, using your retarder, the next thing is you change your gears. Change your gears as fast as the rolling power mechanism changes sound. As soon as it starts changing sound, change your gear to next higher gear. If you were in gear 7, change to gear 8. If you were in gear 8 and it start making that noise of consuming fuel, change to gear 9. If you were in gear 9 when it start making that noise of consuming fuel, change to gear 10. If you were in gear 10, continuously, that is how you change it till you come down to that sloping. And if you have changed all the gears you have, if you are sure your truck you can control the truck and the speed limit the company gave you, free your gear, that is remove it to the neutral. Remove it from that neutral. That is the second part I was actually going to talk. Another way to save fuel is by removing your gears. That is disengaging the truck to neutral. Leave it at neutral while you go on sloping. During that time you're on sloping, you will save a lot of fuel because you are not on gear. It is not using the gear that moment. You were just neutral. We call that time free time. We call that time free time for the truck. That is when the truck really comes down. The engine is not working that moment. The engine will come down. Maybe the temperature will actually, it helps a lot when you free your motor in downhill. It helps a lot. But while you free your motor in downhill, make sure you can control it. Because some trucks that doesn't have this power of control when they are not in gear, because the steering might be strong, because the steaming engine helps the power steering to work. So when you put it on neutral, it loses that control, it loses that pressure. So I advise you, if you are going to free your truck on downhill, make sure you can control it. Keep your eye on the tachometer while you drive. But in the case of you don't have tachometer, make sure you change your gear at interval. In the case of you cannot change your gear at interval because the sloping is really too long, free your truck. Free your truck. And when you free your truck, this tachometer is going to come all the way to 5. It cannot pass 5 when you free your truck. This is where it comes. And at this moment, you are not consuming no fuel. You are not consuming fuel. The only fuel you are consuming is the one it uses to steam. And steaming doesn't consume that a lot, right? So that is why I took my time to take out this instrument cluster. The whole of this is called instrument cluster. I took out my time to bring it out to explain to you guys. So I will still make this video very interesting, so you can really understand me. Yeah. And this is all I have for today in this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any question, you can drop it on the comment section. I will answer you and be helpful. Thanks for watching my video. Then don't forget to subscribe. If you subscribe to this channel, I will make sure I don't stop giving you every tips every week. I'll make sure I'll be dropping video every week. Just subscribe, like, and share my videos. Don't forget to click the what? The notification what? Bell, so that you can get notification when I drop another video. Thank you. Remain blessed.